everyone, Kapyan Kapanu, Diyos ka mabikas, or should I say good morning in English? I am Valerie Joy and I will be your tour guide for today. Are you all excited with our tour? Well, me too. I hope that you guys had enough sleep because our day is just about to start. Please turn on your cameras and don't forget to mute your microphones so there will be no interruptions during the tour. Is that okay, my dear tourists? Okay, I can see that you guys are all ready and excited, so just sit back and relax as we will now be exploring the beautiful Batanes. Fall in love with the northernmost islands of the Philippines, not only for its beauty, but also with its cultural heritage, well-preserved villages, yummy Ivatan cuisine, and most of all, the island's proud Ivatan people. Welcome to Batanes. Before anything else, let us first know the glorious past of this beautiful Batanes. Centuries before the Spanish colonization, the ancestor of today's Ivatans lived in protective settlement called Idjangs, which were usually in defensive positions on steep hills. The word Idjang was derived from Ivatan word Idi or Idjan, which means home or hometown. The Ivatan tribes are farmers, fishermen, and boat makers. In 1685, the Dominican missionaries arrived and attempted to Christianize the Ivatans, but the efforts were abandoned with the death of two resident missionaries. In 1718, missionaries made another attempt to bring the people of Batanes under the cross. Missions directed from the island of Calayan in Babuyan group of islands were sent to Batanes to urge the residents to resettle in Babuyan. In 1782, Philippine Governor General Jose Vasco Vargas explored the area in search of tobacco-growing regions and later sent an expedition to undertake the formalities of getting the consent of the Ivatans to become subjects of the King of Spain. On June 26, 1783, Joseph Huelva Melgarejo became the first governor of Batanes. The new province was named Provincia de la Concepcion. Governor Vasco was named Conde de la Conquista de Batanes, and the capital town was named after him. Now, it's time for us to inhale the future and exhale the past. Batanes, also called the home of the winds, is considered to be the smallest province in the Philippines with only 230 kilometers of total land area. Part of Batanes' charm comes from its somewhat seclusion from its busier and more crowded neighboring province. Batanes is an archipelagic province in the Philippines, administratively part of the Cagayan Valley region. Its capital is Basco, which is located on the island of Batan. As the northernmost province in the country, its distance, size, and a small population help preserve the unspoiled beauty of the place and the peaceful lifestyle of its people. Batanes is so remote that it is actually closer to Taiwan than to most parts of the Philippines. Composed of three main islands, Batan, Sabtang, and Itbayat, that sit between the North Pacific Ocean and the South China Sea, Batanes is often pummeled by unforgiving typhoons that form on both bodies of water. It is also in the Circum-Pacific Belt, also known as the Ring of Fire, and prone to frequent earthquakes, and which damaged the island of Itbayat in July 2019. Batanes is home to the Ivatans, who are much admired as the true insulars. The Ivatan tribe is the first settler in the province of Batanes. They come from the Formosa, which is known as Taiwan today. They have kept the purity of their culture and tradition through the years. Batanes is also popular for its dried fish, which is the main product of the province. Handicrafts such as native hats and fans are products of export quality. Sugarcane, or also known palak, are widely sold in the islands. The best time to visit Batanes is during the dry or summer season. Sad to say, The only way to go here in Batanes is by plane, as there are no buses and ferries that go here directly. Thanks to more flights coming from the different parts of the Philippines, because the province enjoyed an astonishing tourist arrival since 2015. My dear tourists, I have here a bundle of mind-blowing facts about Batanes that you must haven't heard of yet. That is why, my dear tourists, you should listen carefully, because later on, I will be asking questions regarding with the informations I'm about to tell you. And of course, there will be some prizes for those who can answer my questions correctly. Is that okay, my dear tourists? Okay. Did you know that Batanes is made up of 10 volcanic islands, but only 3 are inhabited? These are Batan, where the provincial capital of Basay, which is Basco, located, Sabtang, and Itbayat. Batans have a traditional way of serving food, and it's called bunong. Usually, these are served on special locations like weddings, where people help hand in hand in the preparations without compensations. That's how resourceful and kind the locals are here in Batanes. One of the interesting facts about Batanes that you should know about is the Kapay Banu Banwa. They perform the ritual before fishing for arayo, or should I say dolphin or fish. The food is staple in Batanes by offering animal sacrifices to the spirits of the sea to bless them with safe and bountiful fishing season. Okay, my dear tourists, before we proceed, let's have a head count first. 1, 2, 3, wow! Perfect 10. I can see that you are all excited, so hold your breath as we will now go to the breathtaking destinations of Batanes. First in our list is the Basco Lighthouse. Welcome to Basco Lighthouse. Basco Lighthouse, one of Batanes' most photographed tourist destination, is a towering landmark on top of Naidi Hill that stands tall and glorious like a true sentinel of the northwestern province. Batanes has 3 main lighthouses, and one of the most popular is the 66-feet Basco Lighthouse, which was built in 2003. It was constructed as a navigational facility to guide seafarers back to the shore. It stands proudly on Naidi Hills, where the old American Telegraph Tower used to stand before the Japanese destroyed it in 1941. The tower ruins can still be found on Naidi Hills today. It offers a stunning 360-degree view of the Basco Tower as well as the Basco Port and the West Philippine Sea on top of its round tower deck. If you are done with the rows of skyscrapers you see all day and wish to see more of nature's beauty, a sweet spot in Batanes awaits you. Welcome to Raco Apayaman, also known as the Marlborough Country. It is a place endowed with the seemingly endless waves of verdant green hills. Marlborough Country is a promontory and a communal pasture land in the barangay Inachbu in the municipality of Uyugan, southern part of Batan Island. It is one of the must-see attractions here in the province of Batanes. The viewpoint offers tourists a wallpaper-worthy panorama, the grazing cattle, the casing of the mighty Pacific waves, and the shore of the Yura Beach. The pointed rocky islet commanding attention, the Tayid Lighthouse, the enigmatic Mount Iraya, and on a clear day, the distant Ordinam Island. So, I have a trivia, my dear tourists. Did you know that each family can only have up to 10 cows to freely roam in the pasture? A limit is imposed to prevent overgrazing. In return for the use of the land, family members of the livestock owners must help out in the community activities such as building houses, maintaining the hedgerows around the land, and other cooperative works. It's amazing, right? Next up is the Alapad Hills and Rock Formation. Welcome to Alapad Hills and Rock Formation. Alapad Hills is one of the magnificent tourist destinations in Batan Island. It is a favorite among tourists because it offers a view of the Pacific Ocean. The hills offers a great scenery of the curvy hill, while the rock formation will amaze the tourists. So we are now at the Bayang Rolling Hills. Bayang Rolling Hills is one of Batan Island's popular attractions. Did you know that it is the place where the famous scene from the 1991 movie Hihintayin Kita sa Langit, which featured Don Zulueta and Richard Gomez? Tourists can mimic the scene where the leading lady was carried by the leading man, which is called Idon Zulueta Mo Ako. It is a proof that the small province of Batanes has more to offer than just scenic beaches. Standing at the Bayang Rolling Hills can give you a clear view of Batan Island's east and west side. Welcome to the House of the Kai. It is the oldest house that has been living on for so many years. It is situated in the small town of San Jose de Ivana in Batan Island. This traditional structure is considered as a heritage treasure of Batanes. The oldest stone house of the Kai was constructed in 1887 by Luisa Estrella, but she gave the house to her favorite nephew, Jose the Kai Estrella, to whom the house was named. On September 13, 1918, an intense earthquake hit the island, but the house of the Kai remained standing. So here's a trivia, my dear tourists. Did you know that there's almost zero crime rate here in the Batanes Island? That's right. That is why Batanes is known to be one of the most peaceful provinces here in the Philippines. Because of how honest and kind Ivatan people are, they even have an honesty coffee shop where people buy goods even without the staff to attend to it. It's amazing, right? My dear tourists, it is sad to say that this will be the end of our tour, but I know that we will see each other again soon. Is that right, my dear tourists? Okay, I hope that everyone enjoyed and learned a lot on our trip. On behalf of La Luna Travel and Tours, we would like to say thank you for choosing us as part of your unforgettable journey. Before I forget, here is my business card which contains all my contact details if you may need to avail our services again. Before we say goodbye to each other, I want you guys to fill up the evaluation sheet for us to know your feedback and opinions on our tour. And don't forget to use the hashtag Travels with Ate Vals. Always remember to take memories, leave footprints, and always say yes to new adventures. Once again, I am Ate Valerie Joy and I am now signing off. Diyos mavidin, Diyos mamahes. Thank you so much, my dear tourists. Goodbye!